I'm coming on to have a chat to you about how our destinies are commingled. My destiny, your destiny is part of other people's destinies too. It was a number of years ago, maybe 20, 21 years ago, that I really caught that our inheritance is not where we are meant to rest. No, it's incumbent on us to actually stand with our fellow brothers and sisters and help them take their promised land too. You know, there was a few tribes of Israel. When we look at Joshua 1, there's a few tribes of Israel who received their promised land before the rest of Israel crossed over the Jordan into the promised land, or what we understand to be the promised land. But they were still commissioned, even though they had come into their inheritance, they were still commissioned to cross over with the others. And God directed them until God gives everyone rest, until they have taken possession of their promised land, and then only then can you then rest. So the scriptures read from Joshua 1:12 to 15. But to the Reubenites and the Gadites and the half tribe of Manasseh, Joshua said, remember the command that Moses, the servant of the Lord, gave you after he said, the Lord your God will give you rest by giving you this land. Your wives, your children, and your livestock may stay in the land that Moses gave you east of the Jordan, but all of your fighting men ready for battle must cross over ahead of your fellow Israelites. You are to help them until the Lord gives them rest, as he has done for you, and until they too have taken possession of the land the Lord your God is giving them. After that, you may go back and occupy your own land, which Moses, a servant of the Lord, gave you east of the Jordan toward the sunrise. And I can remember that really caught my heart. And I underlined it and I had a good old chat to God. And I really started to understand, yes, it's very important, even though I might have stepped into greater revelation and started to step into my promised land when it comes to my kingdom purpose, my kingdom destiny. It is still incumbent upon me to encourage others, to fight with others, to step over that river Jordan into other people's promised land and help them step into what it is that they are called to inhabit as well. It's one of the reasons why I'm doing what I do, is to encourage, empower, equip, enlarge, and then send people out into the spheres of influence into which they are called, because we all have a promised land that we are called to inhabit. There is a promised purpose that we have been created for. We are God's masterpieces, created for a purpose that he had decided upon his heart even before time began. You are no mistake. You were called here for a reason and for a purpose. I just wanted to jump on and say, what is your promised land? What is it that you are contending for? But don't only think about yourself. What is it that those around you are also contending for as well? In what way can you fight with them, stand by them, encourage them, help them learn and grow? There's always a place for us to step into being trained and mentored, empowered and equipped by others who've gone before us. But then there's also a place where we can pass on what it is that we have been taught. You know, I've got numerous people who are going out and teaching people how to practice the presence of God, taking the little seeds of advice and of encouragement and of training, and they're now out, you know, hosting soaking evenings, soaking sessions. They're teaching, they're training, they're equipping in the prophetic, they're encouraging, they're saying to business people around them, you know, you could do this, you could do that. You know, it's a matter of actually working out, what is your promised land? Have you stepped into it? If you haven't yet, continue to walk forwards into your promised land, because there is a place, a people, and a purpose for you. But if you feel like you are occupying your land, then I'm inviting you, I'm encouraging you, I'm actually commissioning you. Step over the river Jordan into the promised land of others and help them take the land that they have been given by God. Help them step into their purpose and their destiny as well. It's going to take everybody to do what it is that we are called to do, not just one or two. It's going to take everybody. You know, people talk about this faceless, nameless generation. Look, it's a beautiful idea. However, we all have a face, we all have a name, we all have a purpose. God has called us by name to fulfill the God-given purpose and destiny that he has placed upon our lives. And we need to encourage one another to keep on running into that and to keep on shining and glowing. So, I mean, that is actually one of the reasons why I have my mentorship, which the doors are open until the 19th of May. So come join me on that. I'll put the link in the chat, and I have only a few minutes. I could maybe do one or two prophetic words. If there's anyone that would like a prophetic word, then you'll need to put something in the chat really quickly. Otherwise, I will be racing off to something that I need to leave for in about 7 to 10 minutes. So I'll wait a couple of minutes to see if there's anyone that would like a prophetic word. Otherwise, I hope that's encouraging you. If you stepped into your promised land, fantastic. You know what? It's not time for you to rest back on your laurels and go, you know what? I've made it. Here I am. This is fantastic. No, we are called to cross over the River Jordan with the others and continue to fight and stand by those people and encourage those people to keep on stepping forward into their prophetic purpose and destiny as well. Anyway, enough from me. Just jumping on, encouraging you with that insight that really got me excited about 20 years ago. I've still got it in my big old Bible here, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to share that this morning. I kept on thinking about it, and when God raises or brings something to remembrance, you're like, okay, why are you bringing this to remembrance for me? And he said to me, pop on live and then please share the insight that you got all those many years ago. It was so profound. I can even tell you where in my house I was sitting as I underlined that scripture. Anyway, lots of love. We'll catch you soon. Bye for now.